Hi everybody, good afternoon. So today I'm going to confess something to you guys. I am not good with sudden changes. It is a weakness of mine. I just don't like them, and I'm not a quick adjuster. I take time. I'm quite analytical, and I look at a situation, I gotta observe it, turn it around, observe from the other side, and I don't handle change very well. I do well if I have enough prep time for the change to happen. Then I can emotionally prepare and I'm ready, and then I handle that a lot better than just sudden changes. The funny thing is, my daughter is exactly like me. So potty training, I threw that at her and she was like, that ain't happening. The more I tried to do it, the less it was happening when she was like 2. So I actually had to stop all attempts to potty train. And then we just talked about it for 5 or 6 months. We'd read books about it, we'd talk about it. I'd tell her that other people go on the potty, and then finally, when it came time to try again, it was super easy. School was the same thing. We literally spent a year preparing for her to go to kindergarten. Not joking. Wasn't just preparing her, but preparing me as well. We talked about it, then we read books about it, we talked about our feelings about it, all before it happened. And then when it actually happened, I was not one of those moms who was bawling my eyes out in the parking lot, but we had prepared ourselves so much that when it actually finally happened, it was okay. So that is my confession. I don't handle change very well. But as you know, or maybe you don't know, life is full of change and full of sudden changes. Following God is also full of sudden changes. The first step to follow Him is a huge change, and you don't know what's going to happen after, and you have to make a kind of blind decision to say yes to something you don't totally understand in the beginning. So there are so many changes that happen in life and so many decisions that we cannot fully prepare for. But I'm learning and I'm willing to grow because I do love adventure. I do love it. One of my favorite movies, and you're going to laugh, but that's okay. It's called The Croods, and my good friends, the close ones, know that this movie is my favorite movie. Why is it my favorite movie? I will tell you. So there's these cavemen. This is an animated cartoon, okay, people? I've learned, I watch this with my kids, but there's these cartoon cavemen. They live in a cave. Every night they go in the cave and they close the door. The dad is anti-change. He tells the story. He's like, one day there was a girl and she was full of curiosity. And they're all like, and then they're like, and she went out on the ledge and she died. So that's how they live. They're just really afraid of anything unknown. But during the story or the show, what ends up happening is their cave gets smashed, the world's coming apart, and they have to learn to adapt and they have to learn to overcome their fear. And at one point, the dad, they've been on this epic adventure and they've ridden whales and swam across shark infested water. No, not really, but there's just been crazy adventure happening. And at one point, there's an explosion, and then the dad grabs the people and he looks around and he sees this tiny cave and he's like, a cave! And he runs back, and his daughter jumps in front and is like, no! We don't live in caves anymore. I don't want to go back to that. And I just love that. I love it. It's no, I don't live there anymore. So there's something about overcoming your fears and learning to adapt, which I'm learning, but it's scary and I'm not very graceful in it. But yeah, I thought I'd confess that to you guys today. I'm also, random side note, my husband is not like me at all. He's like, woohoo, change, let's do it. And I'm like, slow down. We must assess every possible outcome. And he's like, why are you being weird? And yeah, so he's helped me a lot grow in this area. And I must say that I'm becoming more and more like him. And he's becoming more like me. It's really funny. The weird thing when you're married long enough, sometimes you switch places and then the other person acts like you would act and you're acting like the other person. And it's really weird. And you're like, whoa, it's kind of like this Twilight Zone of like, what is happening right now? So it's quite funny. Anyways, today I just wanted to sing a song about surrender because I feel like that goes along with what I was talking about. And yeah, so be blessed, everybody. There is no love sweeter than the love you pour on me. There is no song sweeter than the song you sing to me. There is no place that I would rather be than here at your feet, laying down everything. All to you I surrender, everything, every part of me. All to you I surrender, all of my dreams, all of me. If worship's like perfume, I'll pour mine out on you. For there is none as deserving of my love but you. So take my hand and draw me into you. I want to be swept away, lost in love for you. All to you I surrender, everything, every part of me. All to you I surrender, all of my dreams, all of me. I surrender, yeah, I surrender, 'cause I trust you, God. Oh, I surrender, yeah. No turning back, I've made up my mind. I'm giving all of my life this time. No turning back, I've made up my mind. I'm giving all of my life this time. Your love makes it worth it. Your love makes it worth it all. Your love makes it worth it all. Your love makes it worth it. Your love makes it worth it all. Your love makes it worth it all. Yeah. And all to you I surrender, every part of me, all to you. I surrender all of my dreams, all of me. Oh, I surrender. Yeah, I surrender. Surrender control. Yeah, I surrender control. Your love makes it worth it. Your love makes it worth it all. Your love makes it worth it all. Your love makes it worth it. Your love makes it worth it all. Your love makes it worth it.